Well, that was really fun to see everybody's faces. I know Christmas is not exactly going to be the same this year, but I know the highlight of our day is often when the delivery guy arrives. We don't normally break the timeline, but we're going to jump out a sequence for this video because we wanted to celebrate the holidays with you and take a look back at the past year. And we'll catch you up on all this work we've been doing inside of the bus in 2021.
We're finishing up our day of bus work here, and as you can see, it's snowy. Makes it feels like the holidays really quickly.
We can't see our friends and family this year and hang out to celebrate Christmas the way we normally do, so we're gonna play Santa and drive to their houses and drop off packages of presents for them. So we gotta do some wrapping tonight. Here's one of the gifts I'm giving some family. We love the Better Soap Company soaps. They have a variety of stuff. It's all zero waste and sandalwood scent. Hope they like it. 2020 has been quite a year for all of us. While it's been an extra stress for us to have a pandemic at the time of building a bus, we've also just been really grateful to have this big project to keep us busy and distracted while there's so many crazy things happening in the world. Over this year, our YouTube channel has grown. We've been able to connect with a lot of people, and a lot of people have expressed how they've so enjoyed being able to watch our videos and follow our journey during this time. So we thought it would be fun to kind of share some of our favorite comments. We went through a lot with Dawn's kidney stones, and it was amazing because so many of you shared your stories, and it helped Dawn, I think, feel a lot more like, okay, I'm not alone in this. So thank you for everybody opening up and sharing.
You might think we're guest starring on Grey's Anatomy, but I'm actually in the hospital.
And after Dawn started recovering, one of our longtime followers, Mom's Dream, commented this: when I start watching people converting their bus or making a tiny house or anything, that they invite you into their life to watch, pretty soon you become like a family member. So when things happen, such as an illness or a death in the family, for me it gets a little personal.
So that kind of comment means a lot. We completely understand that feeling because there's a few people that we watch videos of regularly and we feel like they're our friends.
And likewise, I feel like we're starting to get to know our followers. We definitely have people that comment all the time that have shared parts of their life and their builds and their health issues, so we're getting to know our followers too, and that's really cool. Alright, this one stands out to me as one of the funniest comments. It cracked me up when I read it. So we were taking out our bus windows, and there was the bus window that was in the back where the toilet was, and there was that funny little door in the window.
I'm gonna try to take out this last window. There's this funky hatch right here
that we were like, I don't know what that is. And of course everybody answered who knew what it was and was telling us what it was. But this comment really cracked me up. Uber Sticky says, true story, when I was a little rotten stinker of a boy riding home from Tennessee on a Greyhound bus, they had that little flap in the bathroom wall, so I climbed up and tinkled on the cars that were behind us.
And I think that's one of the reasons Mela made me remove it.
We know a lot of people have come here because of the bus build, because that's the main thing we share. But after the bus is built, we want to continue sharing more about us, and we did decide to share a more personal side of us and a creative side of us, where we shared our music video, and the response was awesome. This is one of the comments from the episode where we shared a little bit about music. It's from Mark oh, I'm gonna butcher your last name, Mark, I'm sorry, Mark Apuan. Seeing this bit of behind the scenes of your work and more of Mela's passion with the dance has brought me to a point of understanding and realization of who you both are as a couple and what you're about. Regretfully, I did come for the bus build, but now I'm staying for all of your works and passion. How can we get the song?
It's still in process of being edited, haven't had a chance to finish it.
Making the album is kind of like our side creative project, so.
If you'll forgive us for a week or two to not post bus videos, we may get some work on the music done. My aunts and our friend Jim and Marfa got us some gifts. It's the holidays, so we're excited to share a couple with you. You want to grab the black one? So my aunt got us this bus last year.
You got this for us back when our bus was actually black. You've been with us long enough that you remember our bus was black. There is a little Dawn in there, and there's a little Mela.
Our other friends, Jim and Marfa, found out that we wanted a silver bus. I think they bought this Greyhound toy and painted it silver.
I mean, this is pretty much what we want our bus to look like in the future. They painted the top white because that's what we have, and this is exactly how we want it to be, black along the window area and silver everywhere else, and that's pretty much what we hope our bus to look like in the future.
So we've shared with you that we've been looking into painting the bus, and we've got a lot of great input from people watching the videos. But one comment that I thought would be fun to talk about.
XX of 830 asked, have you guys thought about using bed liner to paint the whole entire bus?
And the answer is yes, we've thought about bed liner. But I don't think, to the best of my knowledge and from what I've researched, we'd be able to make it metallic. Bed liner looks like a wonderful way to paint a recreational vehicle or a bus or a van, but we really want silver. Like, that's been our dream color for, I don't know, since before we had the bus, I think. Bed liner won't be metallic, so we are still looking around for more silver paint options.
We got all of our presents and we're heading out to go play Santa.
Driving around to deliver presents like this is pretty new for us. Not being able to gather for Christmas just for the sake of safety. It really got us thinking about 2020 and how different this year's been for us. There were a lot of really big highs and some pretty big lows.
Well, obviously a pretty big low for us was when Don had his kidney stones. But personally, for me, I felt like I had to try and keep things together and look after him when he was getting his surgery and all of that, and I had to kind of stay strong for him. I had my breakdown after that. Once he was well and healed, that was my lowest point where I could kind of just feel it all. I could feel the stress of the pandemic, the pressure of the build, and just the stress that I'd felt with Don's health. And then it happened to coincide with when Don was welding the frames for the windows, and it was taking a really long time, and I got very frustrated with him because I had asked him to just hire a welder. It was a frustrating time for me. That was my low, that was my kind of crashing point. And because I went so down, I crashed. That's when the biggest high of the year actually came for me, because just after that we put our windows in, and as soon as we put all of our windows in, I felt so like elated about this build. Today's been a really good day. Like, we'd gotten through the biggest hump, and that was the biggest high for me.
Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
For me, my highlight of the year and low point of the year. The low point is at a similar time, right before Mella had a low point. It wasn't so much that I was sick that I had a low point. It wasn't that I had to go to the hospital. It was that I had to go have surgery and really worry about what happened in the worst case scenario if I didn't make it through this surgery and Mella's stuck with this half converted bus. It just was definitely the low point for me. High points for me really were spending the whole year getting to work with Mella, work on the bus, spend time with my mom and dad. And also, the very beginning of the year, we did that road trip. We stopped in New Orleans.
Has Mardi Gras started already?
Saw family all across the country. That's one of the biggest reasons we're converting the bus in the first place, so we can travel so much.
And there's so much footage we didn't share with you actually of New Orleans because we had a great time, but because we are not in real time, we were actually putting that video out right when the pandemic started, and we decided that it was insensitive because everybody was having to stay at home and go into lockdown for the first time. It was insensitive to put all this travel video and look how much fun we're having because it was actually in the past. So we were a little bit bummed that we didn't get to share all of that with you because we had a really good time in New Orleans.
All right, we got one more stop on our Santa Claus trip here. Santa's little helper. Santa's little helper. Santa's little helper.
Well, that was really fun to see everybody's faces. I know Christmas is not exactly going to be the same this year, but I know the highlight of our day is often when the delivery guy arrives. Ooh, what's that? So it was kind of fun to do a little gift exchange and actually see so many faces, so many real people standing in front of us today.
So we're going to lose light pretty quickly, so we're going to wrap this up, but no matter what you and your loved ones celebrate over the next couple weeks, we hope you are happy and healthy and have a wonderful time together.
2020 was quite a journey for us. Sure was for you too. And we can't wait to see what 2021 holds for us.
We'll be sharing new bus build videos in the new year, and we'll be excited to see you next time.